tuned in to Dumb Jock Sportscast.
Cheers to the New Year's, buddy. It's
Year,
Dumb Jocks, and we're back, baby. It's a new year. New
year,
show.
Same result.
Yeah.
Going for Arsenal.
What do you think about that? Arsenal keep on winning, and everybody said that they're going to lose after the break.
Oh, yeah, especially after Jesus got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you guys are in trouble now because he was. There was a couple of weeks they were saying, and then we found out he was getting surgery. Now it's a couple of months.
Yeah. Now he'll be back in February.
Yeah, and like I told
maybe.
you, I want you to say it. Say it
and Ketty is getting lucky.
Lucky nothing.
Okay, but we can't get ahead of ourselves too much because we got Newcastle tomorrow. Then we got Tottenham and Manchester. That's going to be 3 hard games. How many points do you think we can get out of those 3
games? How many would walk away with? 9.
9? Jeez, that's confident. Is that a lock?
That's a lock.
That's a lock. Damn.
That's a lock.
What do you think the score will be tomorrow? Hold on. Let's run through all the games tomorrow because we want the big money D lock of the week tomorrow.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Get your bookies ready.
Yeah, get your bookies ready. Get your bets down. Big money's back.
There we go.
Let's see this. Do I still know how to do it, eh?
That's the thing. How much are you drinking?
It's like, geez. Here we go. We got this. EPL fixtures. Not now. Okay. Now we're going to get at the end. EPL fixtures. Allow. Now you can see it, huh?
There we go. Yep.
Perfect. So, the EPL fixtures tomorrow. We're going to look at the ones tomorrow here. We got Leicester City versus Fulham. Who are you taking? Dak is injured, their striker. I'm going Leicester City. I think Jamie Vardy's going to score 3.
Yeah, but I don't know. Fulham has been playing a lot better.
Yeah, but
not that City hasn't played better either.
Last game they played against Liverpool. They scored 2 own goals against themselves to one guy.
Well, they technically scored 3 goals. Just 2 on the wrong side.
They're scoring, They're scoring just on the wrong side. So you're going Leicester, Fulham? No, you're going Fulham. What's the score line?
2-0.
2-0. I'm going 3-1. Leicester. I'll say Mitrovic can score. Okay, now this is the game that we're going to be paying attention to mostly. Yeah. This is what I consider 2 title contenders right now.
Arsenal 3-1.
Arsenal 3-1. Jeez, you're going heavy on the score there. All right, I'm going to say it's a scrappy game. I'll say 3-2 Arsenal.
I don't think they're going to 2 on us.
No? I don't know. They just I guess they're not. Have they been banging in goals?
That strong attacking.
Let me see how many goals they got. So, goals against, they got 11, 32, 4. So, Arsenal and Man City are the strongest.
8 more goals and they let in 3 more.
Yeah. So, but they're letting in the lead. So, for us to get 3 goals against Newcastle will be huge.
Yeah, but they haven't played us yet.
They haven't played us. Oh, damn.
There you go.
They played Man City.
They haven't played the number 1 team.
So your lock of the week. Is this going to be your lock of the day tomorrow?
Lock of the week right now.
Yeah, damn. 3-1.
3-1.
Put everything. Put the children's future on him. On
Right.
Arsenal.
Mortgage your house, everything.
Okay, Everton, Brighton. What do you care about this game?
Everton's struggling. Not that they weren't before, but they don't look good.
And Brighton has their guy back.
They did help us out yesterday or whatever. It was yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when they
I'm going to go Brighton. They got 2
Brighton?
on us, so I'm going to say Brighton. I'm going to.
All right.
You know what? Yeah, no.
I'm going to say tie.
I was thinking that, but you know what? I see Brighton squeaking out 2-1.
I see a tie 0-0. It's going to be a boring snooze fest. I just don't see anybody scoring.
That's a game
I don't know.
below them.
What?
That's the game below them.
What? Oh, you think this one's going to be 0-0?
That's going to be snooze fest.
No way. I got my boy Morgan Gibbs. White scoring 3. He's in my fantasy pool. Everybody's in my fantasy pool is scoring 3 tomorrow.
There you go. Everyone's just getting 3 for Joe. He's good.
And then we got Manchester United. Can they continue their great form? Think about this. At the beginning, they're awful. Now they're only 3 points out of second.
Yeah, because Ronaldo's gone.
No, but I mean, they're still not playing good. No, if you watch the games, they're not playing good. They're barely winning, you know? But they just got luck, man.
They don't have the distraction of him there. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not it. They have luck. It's lucky.
It's not luck.
Did you see the last game? It was brutal. They were brutal. Yeah, but that's not coming down to good team chemistry or anything. You're a sicko, man.
Man, that game.
I hope Bournemouth wins.
I was going to say it wouldn't surprise me to see Man U get upset, but I don't think it's going to be against Bournemouth.
I think it's going to be a 2-0 win. Manchester.
For Man U?
Yeah.
Man U. I'm going to say more of a blowout. I think they're going to try and attack the whole game 4-0.
4-0. Geez, that'd be crazy. That'd be a statement win for them, kind of. That means Tottenham.
I think they're going to make a push for top 4 now.
All right, so January 4th, we got. You already said 0-0 for this game. I'm going Nottingham Forest 3-0.
For that
even
game,
though they're
no, actually, no. I'll take Nottingham 1-0.
Yeah, no. And then you got Leeds here. No, you didn't pick this one yet.
This one, no, we didn't go that one yet. No.
Leeds United, they could be going
Leeds
relegation,
score, but they can't hang on to a lead. They always blow a lead.
Yeah, and I feel like
it's in a draw. That's a draw.
Yeah, 1-1. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a low scoring game because West Ham are awful. I'd say 1-0 West Ham. Yeah. I don't know. That one's kind of tough. It's hard to. It's most likely going to be a tie. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. It's one of those games that I don't really want to watch it, but I will.
Yeah. Aston Villa Wolves. Wolves are losing for sure.
I don't know because the Wolves have improved since they hired their new coach. But against Villa just won.
Against Tottenham. Yeah. I'm going with Villa. The villains are back. I'm
going to say draw.
Damn.
That was a high for them. Now they're going to crash back. I see 0-0.
0-0. That's a fair score, I think. I think that's fair. Crystal Palace, Tottenham.
I wouldn't want to beat Crystal. Put it that way.
I think Tottenham are going to come out swinging tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next day.
After losing.
Yeah.
They're going to be pissed off.
I think Kane's going to throw a few back.
Palace loses that. I mean, let them put up a fight, but it's still going to be something like 3-1, 3-2, maybe.
All right, so January 4th is a big day. Now we're going to I think it's going to be the game of the day, the blowout of the day, the big money D lock of the week.
See, this is a game. This has me torn because as a fan, we want Chelsea to win.
Yeah, because they're so far back, it doesn't matter.
If they beat the City, that'd be pretty much and we win. That's a 10-point lead now we have.
Yeah, and it's like, and think about that. We beat Newcastle. We get a more of a lead on Newcastle as well as City.
Exactly.
But I just can't see Chelsea winning.
But that's the thing. If Chelsea somehow, that's the
Squeaks
thing.
one.
If Chelsea does lose this, then not that they're already done, but Chelsea's season is pretty much done for the year.
Yeah.
So this is a must win for Chelsea.
Yeah, I think Chelsea.
Chelsea's going to be playing for a lot in this game. Can they beat City? Of course they can beat it. Anyone can beat anyone, obviously. Look at today, right? Like Liverpool losing today to who was it? They lost Brentford.
And they pretty much lost. Liverpool pretty much lost the last game they played against Leicester City because the other guy just scored on his own.
Themselves twice.
Yeah, and this game, the Liverpool guy scored on himself.
Exactly. So it's like
they're a mess.
Liverpool need to learn how to keep the ball out of their own net, or everyone who plays Liverpool, play better defense.
Yeah, It's crazy. I can't believe how bad Liverpool. How about Nunes? Darwin Nunes. He has the most. He has the most missed chances. 15 missed chances.
So far, and we're
Yeah,
only no, it's only January. We still got 5 months to go.
yeah, and that's insane. And it's like before they were crying about injuries and stuff, Liverpool, but they pretty much have all their guys back except for like Luis Diaz and Jota. So there's not really, and now I think Firmino is injured. I'm not sure, but they pretty much have their whole starting lineup. You
Yeah,
know,
like they're not. It's not as bad as some of us at the beginning of the year, where people were like, "Who like Chelsea?" Use Chelsea example. They had 3 or 4 key injuries. We had a few.
yeah, we had Zinchenko injured for a while. He just came back. What do you think about that? Let's talk about Zinchenko coming back and Tierney playing a good game, and then the next game he doesn't get to start. That's kind
Who
of screwed up. Yeah, Tierney. It's like
because
Zinchenko automatically has it.
because that's who our big signing was. People are going to if we don't play Zinchenko, people are going to be like, "Well, why'd you sign him then?"
But at the same time, it's like, dude just came back from injury. Ease him into it. Don't just give him it. I don't know.
No, exactly. But I'm pretty sure we did that too with Tierney before the break too. When he was hurt,
And
we
we
had who was it? It wasn't not Saliba. It was when White and Zinchenko was out. Who am I thinking of?
Tomiyasu.
Maybe it was Tomiyasu. No, it was I'm thinking of the wrong player. Reese Nelson.
Oh, Reese Nelson. He's done.
No, but remember he had the good game, and I was all like, "Of course, Nielsen is amazing," and blah blah blah, and all that. And then
Yeah.
Zinchenko and White and everyone got healthy again, and they just jumped right back into it.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for filling in for 2 games, but now go back to the bench.
But I mean, Tierney before his injury was our starting guy.
But like we said,
So
even you and me called this before the beginning of the season. Tierney is always every season one injury away from being out for a long time.
yeah, it's
Tierney
just like
cannot stay healthy, unfortunately. He good player, yes, I won't argue that aspect,
but
but he can't play a full season. He's always
but how about
hurt.
Zinchenko? Zinchenko's been injured 3 times already this year.
No, yeah, same thing. Like
Yeah.
our big signings, our big names, they can't stay healthy.
Yeah, like
And
Gabriel Jesus. I honestly think this with Jesus. I think if we didn't have the World Cup, he wouldn't have got injured.
I'm
Because
actually more glad that we actually sent as many players as we did to the World Cup because it kept them still playing or training, practices, even warm ups, right? Before the games. Even if you didn't get into the game, you were still partaking in, walkthroughs and stuff like that. You were still there. It wasn't like you were sitting at home doing this. Okay,
yeah,
for a month
but
and a half, I'm doing this.
I mean, Holland didn't play for a month and a half, and he
He
came back
scores, yeah.
scoring. Yeah, so
we don't have
and
Holland.
same with Odegaard. Odegaard too.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's talk about Odegaard. He's like in fantasy pool, he's like top 4 person right now with most points.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has kind of. I remember like a lot of people were like, "Oh, don't sign Odegaard from Real Madrid. He's just a reject from there." Da 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 da. Same with Ramsdale. Same with Ben White. Same with. And we were just talking with Fink about this because he's going off about all these no-name signings Chelsea are making. I'm like, well, maybe those are the signings you need to get rid of all the old guys. I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. Like when we go into Chelsea, I really wish he was here today. I really do. Because you saw how fired up he was getting me yesterday.
Yeah, it's funny.
But as far as like you said, that's the thing is there's a reason why you have the academies and you sign these young players. Like we lost Omar, right? Like Chelsea signed Omar from us at the beginning of the year, 18-year, 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, look at this guy. Am I the only one that thinks you need a real job? Thanks, buddy. Thanks, George.
As far as that goes,
yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of people, like I said to you and Fink, I was absolutely one of those people who agreed with you that Ben White, I was not a fan of it. I hated it. And now, do I like him? He's serviceable, put it that way. I don't like him still, but I can see.
I mean, our back line's like the best back line in the
Exactly, but
Premier
that's the
League.
thing. We didn't need to go out and pull a Chelsea and go out and get the high price free agent out there or transfer.
Yeah.
We
I don't know.
signed guys
I
for 2-3
honestly,
years, and that was it. And at a modest money amount, we didn't have to go spend 80, 90, 100 mil on
yeah.
one player.
I'll give you a hot take here. I think the worst player in our back four is Gabriel. I think he makes a lot of mistakes. He gets cards. He screws up on goals a lot, but
Well,
he does do a lot that's good also. But I
well,
think he
was it?
makes the most
Well, it was
mistakes.
I think it was the Chelsea game. Remember, we were watching it, and he was playing so aggressive
Yeah,
that he had a few times where they got right past him to have a clear shot of the net, or the fouls were so close to resulting in penalties.
yeah, exactly. I think,
He's
and that
trying so hard for whatever reason. I get it. You want to try and prove yourself because Saliba came out of nowhere. Saliba's
yeah,
been a huge thing for us. I'm a believer in him.
yeah, he's
But
huge.
you
Yeah,
said, White is still there, Tierney, Zinchenko, all of them. You're not
yeah,
going to
but
play over them.
yeah, like White was supposed to be a center back. Now he's a right back because we don't have one. I think White transitioned pretty good to right back because think about this. I don't think Saliba could play right back. I think
No.
he's more of just a pure defender.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Arteta is doing a great job. I remember I've always been Arteta in. I've always been Arteta in.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been. When the only time I said he better the only time I was mad was when he sold Aubameyang and didn't replace him because he ruined the top four
didn't
chances.
need to replace him.
No, listen. No, yeah, we had Nketiah that didn't score at the end of the season. What do you mean? And that's why we didn't make top four.
Signed him this year, gave him the extension, and two goals, 2 games.
2 goals, 2 games. Jesus Christ! Against Brighton and who else was it? Aston Villa or something? West Ham?
Right? Hey,
I mean, hey,
who you score against, as long as we get a win, all right?
Yeah, but I'm saying this: if he would have just signed a striker on loan, like we're getting that João Felix probably. If we would have signed a striker on loan or just a striker, the guy that could get like 4 more goals. All we needed was like literally 4 goals last year. We would have been top 4. But whatever, it's whatever. I mean, what can you do? I mean, he could have like this year if he doesn't buy a midfielder or a winger for not a starting, not for our starting, for the subs for the squad, right?
Or something, because
what
happens if Jesus is out longer or something like that. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, if we don't sign that, I think we'll be in trouble. Like I said at the beginning of the season, like we were talking about before, Jesus is out, and if let's say Thomas Partey gets injured, another injury prone guy,
yeah,
we're gonna have what El Neni the whole season.
Well, but that's what you and me had said last time we did this. That's why it's almost like nowadays, everyone has a specific position. Whether you're playing defense or you're playing mid, you're playing forward, you have to now. I find, especially with the EPL, just because not that the seasons are any longer, but just when they happen, like the length of them and everything like that, you have to be able to play every position.
That's why beneficial. No, like not every position. If you're a forward player, you should be able to play all the attacking roles.
Well, yeah, okay, let me rephrase that. Yes, exactly, yeah. If you're right back, then you should be able to play center or left. But you can play anywhere along there, right?
Yeah, and that's why I think that Mudryk is the Ukrainian guy. I think that's a really good sign because he can play any of those positions.
The only thing I have with Mudryk is, as much as I've told you I've wanted it and I really hope we get him, is I don't want to overspend for him.
Well, I don't want them to pay 80
mil again, and they said no 85, and we said we're not paying 85 mil. And now, I said last night, he agreed to personal. I don't know what they agreed to as personal yet. I think it was less than the 85. I think they said 65 now.
Yeah, but I'll say this with Willick. I'm watching Willick's brother, Chris Willick there or whatever his name is. Yeah, Joe Willick's brother. That's crazy, but he's playing for QPR. But I think that all the Chelsea fans are going off about Enzo Fernandez because he agreed personal terms. But like you just said there, Mudryk, agreed personal terms, but that doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
No.
We agreed to. I think we agreed to personal terms at the summer transfer with like people like Neto and Luis, but they said no. At the last second, like last couple hours, they said no, more money. Or
so what do you think happened with Luis? Why aren't we going after him now? Why do you think we go after like Tielemans was so hard we went after, and now you hear nothing?
We don't need him. I think we're seeing that with this, as opposed to last year, even with the injuries, we still are able to play. This is not the same Arsenal team where we went, oh God, we lost somebody. Everyone run around with your head cut off. Like everyone, like
look at this.
I think a big step of it, and you know, this is going to be my hot take on it this season. So I think Granit is the reason why we're not, with the injuries, we're not panicking. I think he's kept that team level-headed.
Yeah, he's been great. I think
he's
if I was
leading this team finally, I mean, he's not the captain, but he's doing what he should have done when he was the captain.
Yeah. He basically is the captain.
You think of Arsenal, you think Granit, or he's one of the names that popped to your head.
Yeah, like if I was getting an Arsenal jersey right now, I'd probably get a Granit Xhaka one.
Just to stir up the pot over there, you know, from the World Cup. And like that.
No, he's a friend of Croatia. He's not a friend of the other country. But yeah, with Arsenal, I think if this is what I thought before. Remember before Jesus, I was like, oh, we need another striker, a backup striker, the guy that doesn't matter. But I think this loan striker is the perfect move if we get it, but I don't want to pay like crazy money, like you said.
Well,
like,
that's what that's what I'm saying. I think they said Arteta's been given the green light for at least $100 million for January transfer, which let's say 65. Let's just say that's what they agreed for. That's still 35 million, maybe 1 to 2 more signings that you can bring on.
But I was just reading David Ornstein. He said that Arsenal put in a bid for João Felix for 13 million. Oh no, he'd be good. He'd be good. Like, let's think about this. If Eddie Nketiah gets injured tomorrow, we're absolutely screwed. Like, we have no striker. I guess we'd have to play Martinelli up front or something. I don't know. But it's like that's insane.
Oh, okay. So speaking right there, I really wish Fink was here. So Chelsea is watching this Mudryk deal like to the T, because if they falls through for whatever reason, they're
gonna overpay,
throw the bank on them, to get them.
Yeah, because Mudryk doesn't.
This is something I want to bring up quickly.
All right,
given with Fink, especially Fink, Tyrone, all of them. I know they're all going to watch this whenever. So, like Fink was saying last night to us, so Sterling, Aubameyang, Koulibaly, all of them, all wasted signings.
Fofana,
all of them, all signings that he was so ecstatic for have fallen through. Nothing has.
Zakaria,
yeah, like the list goes on and on and on.
Oh, dude, I remember I got in a fight with this one Chelsea guy at the beginning of the season. I said Jesus is the signing of the season, like minus Holland. I'm like, Holland's gonna make Man City worse. I said that before on here, and I said they're a worse team. They just have a better striker. But I said Jesus is gonna change the whole dynamic of our team and the whole mentality of it. Yeah. And he said Sterling and Koulibaly are the signings of the season.
No,
and I mean this guy
Sterling got a goal yesterday. He scores once maybe every 10 games,
and he misses a net more than Nunez.
Well, there you go. But that's what I'm saying. Like, all these signings, and then they're going to get more. Let's just be honest. They're probably going to get Fernandez, but like we said, given the personal terms, what it could fall through. But let's say it doesn't. So let's say they get him and Mudryk. Yeah.
Let's just say this: they only had to pay 105, and they've bid 150.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is. This Chelsea keeps watching all these other teams or reacts to other teams. They're like, "Oh, Arsenal is after Mudryk, so we got to watch it. If it falls through, we're going to sign him." You know, but why?
Yeah,
like,
but
you're like you said, you're 18 points behind us. You're not catching up. Let's be realistic. Like, I know Fink will argue with this.
They're not going top 4 now.
You're too far back, unfortunately.
Yeah, too far back. Yeah.
I think if you were 10. 10 is where you had to be right now. 10 back.
I think that
happens.
I think the top 4 now is going to be the end of the season. Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United. If Manchester United wins tomorrow, they'll finish top 4.
Hang on, let's just take a quick peek here. So we got Manchester right now, top 4.
Yeah.
So Arsenal, Manchester, Newcastle, Manchester, and then Tottenham's 2 points out, and Liverpool is 4 points out.
Yeah. And Tottenham just pooped the bed again.
I'd say not yet. I say definitely Liverpool won't make it. I think 1 to 5, that's where we're looking. I say 3, 4, and 5 can switch, but I don't think City's going to drop to 3rd.
Who's the 5th and 6th?
5th is Tottenham right now at 30, and 6th is Liverpool at 28 points.
Yeah, Liverpool is definitely out. The only chance would be to knock them out is Tottenham, and I think Tottenham are crap too.
Yeah.
So
I think they're running out of steam now. They got off to a hot start, and now they're struggling.
I think Kane's confidence is ruined from the World Cup, and he just doesn't want to be in England.
He came back and got the goal.
Yeah, but it's like he doesn't want to be there. What happened the other? Yeah, come to Arsenal, sit on the bench.
Right. We were going to do that with Ronaldo. You come here, you sit on the bench too.
Yeah, both of them just to sell shirts. That's what I say. See, businessman. See.
But that brings me up to my thing. Let's bring Chelsea into this again. Is this signing and this splurge of money kind of like the repeat where they spent, what was it, the one transfer window they spent over 200 million?
The last two. Yeah, the last two they did there,
and you still haven't won it.
Yeah, so
are you not learning that buying all these players or loaning all these players, like getting them on loan, is not working?
Well, I told Fink and the Chelsea fans this. I said it took years for Arsenal to undo all their bad signings. Yep. It took years, and I'm like, what's going on at Chelsea? It seems like the exact same thing we did. Bought all these players that didn't work out.
Like
Kolasinac,
Safi.
Yeah, all of them. Mustafi, Kolasinac, Luiz, Otso, you name them all. Mkhitaryan. Yep. All these guys, Danny Welbeck,
Martinez,
yeah, all these guys, not Martinez. Whoa! Martinez has been there since a boy.
I see the frying pan came in.
I was like, whoa, this guy. So so with that, who would you be happy? Would you be happy if Arsenal got 0 players right now?
Yeah.
At this window?
Yep.
I would never be. I think it's insane.
Would it be good to have for injury issues and depth? Yeah, obviously. Of course, everyone wants to get 1 player, 2 players, 3 players. But if it were not to happen, if we attempted to and didn't do anything, or nobody wanted to come, or whatever reason, got outbid, I'm fine.
I think
our team is fine. Why? If it's like we said last time, if it's not broken, why try and fix it?
I'll say this. I'll say Mudryk, good for future and the depth, and he's going to be another young guy. That can wait till the summer. It doesn't really have to happen in January.
No.
Felix for a loan, yes, I'd take him for a loan for 6 months, but I wouldn't take. Oh, yeah, we need him.
We don't need him. Why do we need him?
We definitely need him. Especially, I just told you, if Nketiah gets injured, we're done.
We have Saka.
With Saka, yeah, we still need a winger. So that's why Mudryk would be okay, but we still have a couple wingers. But Saka can't play every game. Like, it's crazy. We just played like 3 in a week. We
got Martinelli.
No, and I think Tielemans is definitely coming to Arsenal, whether it be in the summer or yeah, it definitely is.
No, if we sign Yuri, we're taking a step back.
No, listen, Yuri Tielemans didn't even play.
He doesn't fit our team.
He's not playing for Leicester right now because I think he's out. I think he's gone to Arsenal.
No.
Yeah, he's gone, bud.
He's going to go somewhere. He's stupid. You watch. He's going to go somewhere like he's going to end up in
Al Nassr.
He's going to end up in
Al Nassr.
Yeah. No, that's going to be Conte.
Conte with Ronaldo, eh?
Conte and Ronaldo.
Back together again. No, but oh man, that's
And he
crazy.
didn't do
Ronaldo.
anything, did he? Ronaldo on his first game, he just sat there.
No, he didn't even play yet. He just flew there so far.
Exactly, he just sat there. He's like, I'll
Well, no, he's just
I'll
on.
collect my 175 million.
Hey, dude, he's not gonna do anything. You kidding me? You think he's gonna try?
Well, you know what? It's not unexpected for him to like. Did he really think after that interview in World Cup, all that crap, he thought like someone like Chelsea or us were going to sign him?
No, I think he just want. I think he's just taking the money. 200 million. That's crazy. That's
But
insane,
really, does he
isn't it?
need the money? Like that, Messi wouldn't pull something like that.
Yeah, Messi's a goat though.
Oh my god, the guy wins one World Cup and now he's a goat. It
It
wasn't even him who won it. It was Martinez that got them the win.
There's a hot take, yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah, Ronaldo. Do you think it damages his whole legacy?
What the whole nonsense?
Do you think?
And all that?
No, just Signatel Nasser or whatever it's called.
I don't think.
Do you think?
No, I don't think that ruins his legacy. I think his whole
No, I don't think it can. You can't say like the most goals in world football in all competitions is garbage because he signed to a club when he was after like he was 38 years old. Messi's only 35, right?
Right.
So he still has 2 years. Let's see where Messi is in 2 years before we start saying it. Yeah. No, he's not. He's not gonna. He's done.
Messi will be back. He's not done. He said he'll come back for international play. He'll be in the next
No,
World Cup.
he's playing a couple.
You're gonna see Messi in Toronto playing.
Dude, he's playing a couple games. You don't want to know what it is? So he can play a game as a champion. That's all. So maybe he might play Copa America next year. I don't think so though.
Either way, you know, Canada is going to finish ahead of Argentina next World Cup.
Did you know Messi quit international football before?
Did he?
Yeah, because they begged him to come back or something.
Well, they got
That's crazy, else. Huh? No, because I forget who talked him into coming back. Like, please come back, man. We need you, bro.
Yeah. Well, they did, obviously.
They definitely did. No, that team is more than just Messi. That's for sure. This year, the whole team was pretty good, and yeah, and it was just like everything was kind of going their way except for obviously the Saudi Arabia game.
My question is how is that locker room with Mbappe and Messi doing?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Hey, what's going on? Hey, yeah, sorry, buddy. That was just jokes back there. Damn, because I was watching all the videos. Yeah, a fan threw when they did their parade through Argentina. A fan threw like a stuffed Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
and Messi caught it and laughed at it and then threw it back to the crowd. And Emi Martinez put a Ninja Turtle mask on the World Cup. Yeah, he's a pure shit. How do you think? Okay, this is my question. Everybody was all in favor talking crap about Argentina, especially Emi Martinez with the French fans. We're all going crazy against, oh, you suck, and making fun of everybody. Yep. So when they won, they decided to throw it back in their face. To me, I hate the people talking before the game. You only talk if you win. You don't talk if you're gonna before the game. What? Like the Canada coach. That's exactly what happens when you talk before the game. You get smacked up. It gives them motivation. It's dumb. I don't think it does justice. There's okay. Maybe if you're watching wrestling, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock. Right? Yeah. But look at Conor McGregor.
I think there has to be a little trash talking, but yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. Like, it's obviously, of course, no, like, you know, everyone be like, oh, Martinez this and blah 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 and all this, and Argentina sucks, and you guys haven't won in, you know, so many years that we won, like, you know, they were champions, blah blah blah. No, absolutely, I get your point on that. You don't say that or take it to that extreme before you play the game. No, absolutely. If France had won, totally would have been a different story. They would have been in there gloating and be like, oh, we told you Argentina sucks and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and then, yeah, that's what I mean, because there's been lots of fans that that like talk, like for instance, like Croatian fans were making fun, making everybody's making these memes and all this stuff, but then when they get a meme back, they're like, "Oh, how dare you? You hurt my feelings." You can't be
Yeah,
like that. You can't. That's
yeah.
if you're willing to make fun of somebody, you got to be willing. When you lose, they're gonna make fun of you. That's what happens. You know what I
Well,
mean?
who was it that made fun of the North Koreans that did
Oh
the
yeah,
stranded eyes?
yeah.
Uruguay.
Yeah, that's a little bit. That's a little bit crazy. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. But
But
I'm talking
all
about
the
Emmy
fans
Martinez.
were like that. They all supported that. Like all the Uruguay fans were like, "Oh yeah, it's hilarious." And then they get knocked out, and then everyone's making fun of because who wasn't on the bench crying?
Suarez.
Yeah, his Suarez is crying on the bench, and everyone's like
Yeah,
making fun memes, and everyone's like, "Well, Suarez is amazing and this great player. How can you make fun of him?" But yeah, everyone's going like this at him. Like,
yeah, it's great.
it's
Yeah, it's
like
true.
it's
It's
like
crazy.
you got knocked out. You didn't even get into the knockout rounds.
Yeah, that's what I mean when Emmy Martinez, after he won, he told all the fans to suck his, well, basically he put the glove, like,
Yeah, I saw.
and it's like but it's
So
like this. That's what
that's my
happens.
question. I need to know and be 100% honest. Does he deserve to have that trophy taken away? Him
Hell
winning
no.
it all.
You no. Deserve to have a trophy taken away is like, what's that, like, you got to be doing cheating. You got to be like fixing the match or
Even though you're
doing
on a world
steroids. No.
stage and you
No.
have all these young
No.
kids who are watching and blah
No.
blah blah, you think that's
No.
100% okay?
No, he just made a no. That's no. That's a no. To get a trophy taken away. Are you fucking kidding me? He just was the player of the tournament. What are you? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna take a trophy away for your celebration? You give him a fine. That's a fine. You're not gonna take Randy Moss's career away because he mooned everybody. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? It's like I think
There's
the
a
people
difference.
that
Oh, he took
not
it to the extreme. He
no,
took it
you're
to
mooning
the
somebody.
extreme.
Yeah, no,
It wasn't
I
just
don't think that's the
one. It
extreme at all.
wasn't
No,
one.
I think the same people that think that Emmy Martinez should have his trophy taken away or whatever, that it was bad, are the same people that say, "Oh, hits and fights shouldn't happen in hockey because it's violent and it hurts." Like those are the same freaking people, man. It's like, dude, football players should just rub each other to say it's their touchdown or whatever, you know. It's like, oh, dude, we're
So
gonna change
then,
the whole sport.
okay. So if that's the case, then why is Emery not playing him?
Emery's not playing him because he's still in Argentina.
So
Now
maybe
he's
when he
back.
comes back,
Now he just
he ain't
got
ever
back
coming
now.
back from Argentina. He already knows that he won't play.
No, I'll tell you why he's not playing him, because when he was at Arsenal, nobody liked Emery there. That's why. So the whole locker room was against him. So when you have a whole locker room that wasn't listening to you, Martinez was part of that when Emery was at Arsenal. That's what happened. He Martinez has a flamboyant, a big character. So you
Right.
guarantee he said something at Arsenal to Emery, like, you're a shit coach, or you can't handle these, like, this team, you got to do whatever. And
Yeah.
so he remembers the time before, and that's
No,
why
he's
he
not
said. But
holding that against him.
oh, for sure. And that's why he used this as he's like, oh, well, he just won the World Cup, so I'm gonna have a word with him. Like, what are you talking about? Stupid, like, vampire. What are you gonna do? Bottle another team? There's Aston Villa still crap, buddy.
They've won 2 games without him.
2 games without him. What are we
They're
talking about?
undefeated with Martinez
Against
now.
who? Against who? Tottenham?
Exactly, Harry Kane.
Oh, hey, we're talking
Harry
about
Kane and
Tottenham.
Son.
Are you saying Tottenham's a good team? That it's a proud win?
They were better than us last year.
But this year, we're talking about this year.
They're not out of it yet. They could finish top 4 still.
Oh, dude, they're not even gonna finish top 4 at the bottom. That's it. Dude, you put them in the championship, they're not finishing top 4. That team. Imagine that.
Okay, so there's a question because Fink brought that up because he was going on how I said Arteta deserved to be gone and blah 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 last year.
Yeah.
And I still stand by, if Arteta does not win the EPL, he needs to go.
Oh no, that's insane. That's insane. I still
That's
think
not
that's
insane. But
no.
That being said, no, hear me out though. Regardless if we win it or not, we obviously are going to be playing Champions League football.
Yeah, we're obviously gonna. Our goal was to finish top 4 because we were 8th place last year.
No. Our
Yeah,
goal
it
was to
was.
win.
I know we were in 8th place. That was the year before. We were what 5th place last year.
Yeah, we missed by 1 point.
Yeah,
One
our
point we
goal was
needed to get.
definitely the Arsenal board of directors. Their goal was to finish top 4 to get Champions League football.
But like you said earlier this season, you said you don't care about things like the Orlando Cup and all that. Like that means nothing. Blah blah blah.
No, I don't even know what that is.
That tournament we beat Chelsea for in the
Yeah, I know what it is, but if, like realistically, who knows what that is? You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying is, but you know,
I don't like
you
tournament.
don't want trophies. You think that from what I'm getting from you is obviously
I
an
want-
EPL title would be great, but if he can finish just Final Four, you're okay with that.
No, I'm saying this. You got to look at the procedure and the process of things. You
Okay,
can't
but
just
how
be
long
like
does he
finish
have?
5th place.
This is what
No, you
his
can't.
third- this is
No,
what,
yeah,
third
and he's
year?
got one trophy. It's a process. Like, what do you mean? It's his fifth,
This is
third
what
year.
his third year, right?
Yeah, and he said that he'll be challenging for the title in 3 years, and he'll be playing. We
Okay,
were
so there you go. He's challenging it.
like,
We're in year
no
3.
people like you, like fans. You forget how bad Arsenal were.
Arsenal was bad, absolutely.
Yeah, when he took over, you have no clue what you're talking about. Then it's like it's a process. A process isn't
Okay, but
from the bottom to the top. That's not a process.
How many years do we have to wait before
my
it? How many
God.
excuses? How many,
How many
reasons?
excuses? What do you mean? We just fucking went 20 years. What if we give this guy time? He's obviously doing better. We're
Okay, but my
gradually getting
question
better
is,
every
how much
year.
time does he need? Look at Chelsea.
What do you mean? How much time does he
won
need
more
for what?
recently than us, and they're
We
not
have
boarding
we
up.
have Man City and Liverpool. That Liverpool and Man City were top and almost unbeatable
And don't
every
forget
year
the
for the past 5 years. They've been almost undefeated every year. Those guys.
Mhm.
This is the first year that they both had troubles. So it's a pretty good process.
Are you
and
saying Man City
No,
has
we
troubles
weren't
right now?
God.
What trouble does Man City have right now?
What troubles is Man City? Look at it. They're not playing good football.
Still in what, second, third place? Third
That
place.
doesn't matter.
Maybe
That
it
doesn't matter, man. It doesn't
We-
matter.
we-
They're
if we have
expected
a
to be.
streak where
Oh
we
my
lose 2
God,
or 3
buddy! It's
games,
like,
we can
hey,
very
does
well be
anybody
in
talk
second or
soccer?
third.
No, it's like this. They're expected to be way at first, like
Oh,
not even nobody
I told you at the
contending.
beginning of the season that
Oh
wasn't
no,
gonna be the
but
case
you're
this year.
deluded. You're just saying shit. You know, you're
No,
just
I told
you're just
you at the
hoping for the
beginning-
best.
I
Oh
told
my
you at the
God,
beginning
come
of the
on,
season that Man
dude.
City was not
Dude,
going to
come
win,
on.
and you're like, they're still.
Dude, it's like me. No, the way you're
Did you
saying
not
it is
say Man City
no.
was
The
the
way that
champion?
I said second. There's no chance that I'm like. There's not favorites to win the league. No way. Nobody. And I was even being a little
You
bit
even put Arsenal as a
ambitious.
second. You said Arsenal second place finish.
Yeah, I was being a
was
little
that
ambitious as a
Arsenal was
fan.
gonna be top first,
Oh, dude.
and since week 1,
Dude,
they have.
it's
not
like me.
dropped.
It's like Leaf fans saying, "Oh, the Leafs are gonna win. This is their year." That's exactly the same thing as what I did. And
But
like,
you are a
yeah.
Leaf fan.
Oh my God, this guy. No, man. You're insane, man. You're insane. I don't understand how you don't understand it. Like, it's crazy.
I get what you're saying.
It's
You're saying that
insane.
okay. Let's put it in layman terms. Basically, you're saying so far 3 years from how bad we were to where we are now has been an improvement every season.
No, I'm
Correct.
saying this.
Correct.
I'm not
He's
saying
going
that.
to- he's made us a lot
That's
better than what we were 3 years ago. Absolutely.
any
But-
any simpleton can get that part. That's simple. I'm telling you this. At the beginning of the year, the board, the chairman, everybody at Arsenal said top 4 is the goal. Anything less than that would be a failure. Yeah, that's what they said. That was their goal. What do you mean?
Title is the goal.
No, it wasn't their goal. Their goal is to make top 4. They literally came out and say, "Why are you saying it isn't? You're a fan. You're not part of the team." Their goal was top 4.
Okay, put it this way: right now, 7-point lead cushion we have right now, right?
Oh my God.
Right, 7 point. Let's say like this week,
dude. You're just. It's just like talking to like a fucking wall. It's their. No, I'm telling you, their goal as a board of directors, as a coaching staff, as a team, as a club, that was their goal.
But hear me out.
Why? How do you not believe that?
Okay, but hear me out. Right now, 7-point lead. Let's say this week goes how we want. We beat Newcastle. Chelsea wins. So obviously we have 10-point cushion. So say starting next week, that 10-point cushion, for whatever reason, let's like you say, Nketiah goes down. We get no free sign agents or loans or anything like that. We sign nobody. we somehow collapse and blow this, and let's just say Man City or Newcastle win the title, you're still confident on Arteta.
Yes, I am. I just told you
that's okay.
I just told you why I would think it'd be a failure if we didn't sign a backup striker like Felix on loan. Right. I think we need a striker on loan. I think we're gonna sign that. And I think
but that's not my question. My question is right now the title is.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's part of your question. You just said if we blow it because we didn't make signings. I'm telling you, if we didn't make because that's a different part. If we don't make signings for depth and we don't make top 4, let's say we don't make top 4 and he didn't make signings again this year.
Right.
Yeah, that's a failure. That's a bad move by him twice in a row now. And that would right there. If he doesn't make signing and we don't make top 4, he's done in my eyes. But that's it. Then again, he's a manager.
Saying that if we collapse and say
no, not collapse. You're not hearing me. You're making it into your own words again.
Okay, then
I just told you what it was. I said if he doesn't make signings to make our squad harder to play against, like if somebody gets injured, then that's his fault. But it's not completely his fault because he's the coach. He's not a manager.
Someone's still got to be the fall guy.
No, but Edu is the guy that signs people.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He's the guy that just manages the players.
Yeah.
So he's not full. You know,
no,
but
I know it's not Arteta saying
but Arteta is going to be the fall guy if they don't make signings. If they don't make signings and they drop out of top 4. Yeah, 100%. He's going to be fired. Yeah, he has to be after that.
And do you agree with that?
Yeah, of course. Because like I said last year, he needs to sign somebody to fill Aubameyang, but he doesn't need a panic signing either.
Yeah, Nketiah.
Oh my God, Nketiah can't even tie his shoes. He did 2 games in a row, I guess, but
I was going to say he got 2 goals.
Hey, we'll see tomorrow. He has to be starting. But like I said. If we sign Mudryk, Tielemans, and that Yao Felix, that's a bigger window than I could imagine for. But if we just sign Mudryk, and I'd kind of be okay with that too because that guy can play anywhere. Same with Martinelli. Martinelli could fill in for a striker role, but we need somebody on the wing, and that's where Mudryk comes in. So we need at least one. I would say 2 signings. Forward would be cool to get, but to get a forward for Arsenal is so tricky because it's like you got to think about when Jesus comes back, you got to sign a forward that's good enough to be a starter, but that's okay to be a backup when Jesus comes back.
You don't think if we keep winning, you don't think anyone's going to be okay? I'll sit on the bench and win hoist the trophy if that means I have to now give up my spot for Jesus.
I don't know. I think a marquee, like a big striker, is doing well, and Jesus comes back, then all of a sudden he has to sit on the bench. He'd be kind of baffled.
When Jesus does come back, he's not going to be just thrown right into it. I think we're going to ease him in.
I've seen crazier things, man. I look at Zinchenko.
Well, Zinchenko's back. With Zinchenko, that's a bit different. We really don't have anyone else who can play like we said in those spots. He's not good.
Tierney. Yeah, he's good. What do you mean? He just won 2 games.
It was Ramsdale who got us the wins. I think. Not Tierney.
No, but he was good. He was good the games. His ratings was good on this. I'm going to check out his ratings right now. His ratings were good and everything. And then, so I think he needs some depth signings. If he doesn't make depth signings, that's crazy to me. And I think like last year I was even baffled that he didn't sign anybody.
Okay, so we have 3 weeks? 3 weeks for the window?
Yeah.
So then, in your opinion, who's making the most noise at this window?
Who's making the most noise?
Don't say us because it's not going to us. We're not going to do something stupid and spend $100 million on somebody.
Chelsea, clearly, they already signed like 3 players.
Yeah, but 2 of them are more of
a Liverpool. Project. Cody Gakpo already signed.
Yeah. But do you think that's going to help that team, really?
Yeah, for sure that's going to. Depends.
Or was he scored 2-3 goals at the World Cup, and he boosted his stock, and he's going to just flop now?
No, I think he was good before that. I think he's going to be good. I just wish he would.
But like
Like
that was
that.
another name, like you said, with us asking, like you said, when there's no noise about us after Luis, Yuri, Gakpo
I
was
just
another name.
I just don't want Dusan Vlahovic. I don't want that guy in the team.
No, no,
No.
I don't think
I
anyone really wants to see that after he spurned us last year.
Yeah, after he burned us and he's just not that good. Like he's doing crap.
And
He
but
did
now
crap at the
he's
World Cup. He's doing crap for Juventus. No.
yeah. Well, he even said he made the wrong choice by choosing not to sign with us last year.
Yeah, it's like see you
And
later,
he's like
buddy.
regrets it. He's like, I should have signed with Arsenal when they wanted me.
And I don't want Milinkovic Savage. I wanted him
He's
last
not.
time. Not no.
They pretty much have said that deal is not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't want that guy. I'd rather just like I said, those Mudryk. I said,
What
Mudryk would
about
be
Neto?
okay, but it's like Neto. I don't know. I guess they could sign him, but I don't think. I think Wolves are
The
trying to
Wolves are
stay
not
up.
challenging. The Wolves would be lucky to stay in EPL this year.
No, I said they're not. They're not challenging. They're challenging to stay up alive. Like they don't want to fall. They don't want to get relegated. So I don't know. That's another team that's screwed up. But I think Arsenal need to sign two players. I'd say two players. Three would be a dream. If we got a striker, a winger, and a midfielder. But I mean, I'll go for midfielder and a winger, and that's that a versatile winger like Mudryk. If we get Mudryk
Right.
and a backup midfielder to whoever that, like even Tielemans, if we got him and he's just a backup, I'm okay with that. Like I don't want him starting. I don't want. Let's just get this straight. I don't want none of the new signings starting every game. Like I don't. Maybe a heat game here and there. The only one I could see is maybe taking Eddie Nketiah's spot, like a striker. That's it. But like, yeah, I think even that would be hard to knock Eddie Nketiah down right now because he's been playing good. He's been doing what is asked for him. He's been a proper sportsmanship guy. Like he's been playing second fiddle to Jesus, no complaints, comes on, scores 2 goals his first 2 games. So does he deserve to sit on the bench to a new signing? Hell no. Hell no. And I'll say that. Eddie Nketiah, man, he deserves to be on the team right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
So there's a name that's popping up with us, and I really do not want to see this. Beside Dustin, there's only one other name I will not be happy if we even attempt. Well, sorry, third name because I don't want to see Felix either. But I keep seeing us and Chelsea after him. McAllister.
McAllister, I'd like McAllister, but I don't
Why?
think we're gonna get him.
No. Why?
No, I don't.
Why
I
would
just
you want McAllister?
I think he's good, but like then, like you said, it's like we have Odegaard. I don't know. I don't think McAllister would want to play backup to him, but it'd be cool to have like person challenge Odegaard for the position, and yeah, it'd be cool to have squad depth. Like if we could get a depth player like McAllister, that's amazing. But I mean, to pay like 80 mil for a backup player, I don't know about that. I'd like him, but I just don't think it's realistic now.
Okay,
And I
just go
don't.
to Chelsea, or do you think Chelsea's going to, because Chelsea's pretty much like us at summer, linked to everyone, is Chelsea going after someone like Memphis?
Yeah, I think we're just all. I think both our clubs are just linked to everybody right now, no matter what. I think McAllister's staying, even though he's gonna. I can't see him leaving in January. Maybe it'd be crazy if he just left.
What they're
But I
saying,
can see him. The team shit.
they're saying the Spurs right now have agreed to terms with Dumfries.
Dumfries, they can have him. Yeah, they can have him. That's another bad signing for them.
Well,
Like think about all their
won anything.
think about all their bad signings. The only good guy is that Kulisevsky guy. The other one's Richarlison, Yves Bissouma. Yeah, all these guys. Like who? What? Yeah, it's like all these guys though. It's like I don't know. They spent a lot of money. Remember at the beginning of the transfer window when Arsenal made all their business quick and they spent 100 million.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, they spent so much."
Yeah, they had the 5 signings, and then we didn't do anything at the end. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about signings. I'm talking about before this season. Everybody said, "Oh, Arsenal spent a bunch of money." It's because we spent 100 million on like a couple players right away. But we were like the 8th most spending team or something crazy. All the other teams spent more.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, because we got people like Marquinhos and Vieira and all them,
Yeah,
right?
and small, and they counted Saliba and stuff as new signs. That's not. They're already on our team, so
They
it's not
were
really
already
a new
there. They
sign.
just weren't really playing. They
Yeah,
were, it was like,
and
oh,
it's
now you
like,
signed for extra money or X amount of money. So now you're on the team because you're starting or you're on the bench at least.
yeah, and it's like, and then Nottingham Forest, they bought like 12 players. Remember, something
Yeah, we
crazy.
said like we're like who's even on that team because they were just buying whoever, and they were. It was
Yeah,
like it wasn't even anybody that was like a known player. It was just a whole rejects of other teams.
that's what it feels like. Like Chelsea signed 2 players for next year. Like they can't play this year; they're playing next year.
Yeah,
That
there's that
that
one defender. I was Batislai or whatever that his last
yeah.
name is. Yeah, him saying it's like, what the hell is this signing about? And he's like, I'm like,
Could be a genius
mm-hmm.
move, but it
It's
probably
something that
isn't.
probably won't gonna work out for your pan out. He'll probably go somewhere else next year. Like he'll be on
Yeah, I
loan
think
somewhere.
I think the FA will come down on Chelsea if they try to buy Enzo Fernandez for 150 mil and then Mudryk for like 100 mil. I think they can't spend. That's fair play against fair play again.
Yeah,
That club's always going against fair play though.
well, yeah, because everyone's thinking just like the new. Well, like look at Newcastle. We thought they'd go out there and spend money left, right, and center. They never did.
They didn't. They signed a few players like Trippier and a
But they
few
didn't
players.
go,
Yeah.
like they didn't get Casemiro or anybody like that and spend 100 million on one player.
What? And they bought Joe Willock from us.
Yeah,
And Joe Willock has been awesome this year.
I mean, it could come back to bite us.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
We'll see. We'll see
I always
tomorrow.
liked Joe Willock. I always thought that Joe Willock shouldn't have been sold. I was like, damn, another guy that's good. Like, I'm like, they're just getting rid of this guy. I'm like, I don't know why they keep that guy. I mean, they get rid of that guy, but then keep Reese Nelson, the guy that's always injured. And I just sometimes I just maybe it's because this guy doesn't want to play. He's like, no, I want first team football starting every week. Who knows? But I would have kept Joe Willock for sure. I would have kept Joe Willock and Emmy Martinez, but I like Ramsdale.
So here's my question for you: what are our chances? You're talking about needing a striker, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna
Calling
say?
up AC Milan.
For who?
Who do you think?
That what's that guy's name? I
We've
forget his
had it
name.
before. Bringing back a familiar
Oh
face.
no, Giroud.
Bringing back Giroud.
No, the guy's done.
What do you mean he's done? The guy just
I don't want
dominated
that
for
guy.
France at the World Cup after Mbappe.
I don't want that Chelsea guy.
Yeah.
I don't want that guy. No,
You
no,
don't
no,
think it
no,
would be
no.
good to have that kind of depth?
No, I remember him playing for Arsenal so many years. He missed so many chances for Arsenal, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
but we don't need. But that he's just going to be depth, like you said. We don't need to sign someone who's going to play every game.
no, I'd rather take Yao Felix, a guy that possibly could be good in the future. Maybe we can sign him, and then maybe he likes it. And if it doesn't work out, then screw him. He can go
Yeah, he's gone.
back to Spain. Yeah, that's the way I like that because it's like if we sign Yao Felix and he turns out to be that wonder kid that he was supposed to at Arsenal, he might be like, oh, I want to play at Arsenal, and then we have another wonder kid. That's just like a gamble signing for me. It's not like if he doesn't come to Arsenal,
if we're
I'm
going
not going to be.
Kid, if we're going Wonder Kid, I think our money's all in on Mudryk. I think that's who we're going for.
No, I think
Mudryk's only what, 24, 25?
Yes, Yao Felix is only 23.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, so the wonder, like, but that Felix guy had like so much potential, but I just think he's playing in the wrong system with Simeone at Atletico because they play defensive and all that, and I think he suits our style, and I think Arteta could get something out of him. But if we get him on loan, I'd like an option to buy maybe, but because I don't want them to like buy him. Then he comes and ruins the dressing room or something crazy. You know what I mean? Because he's like,
I'm the big signing that you all need
to
listen to me.
Yeah. And he gets like the starting position. He's doing whatever, like another kind of Aubameyang.
Or even Aubameyang, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I think a loan would be cool to just see if he still got it. If he doesn't got it, then no harm done. He just sits on the bench for 6 months behind Nketiah. That's it. But if he does something, then we have a fight. Then we have a superstar. But if he doesn't do anything, he's just a guy for depth. That's it.
Yeah, there's no harm done. He'll be like
another. I still think that if we sign Felix, I don't think we should give him the starting position over Nketiah right now because Nketiah is playing good. That hurt him.
Of course, he's playing
Hurting.
good.
Yeah.
I've always believed
Yeah.
in Kedia.
Not me.
I know you haven't. That's coming back to bite you. He's like, I watched this podcast. He's like, yeah, Joe, you don't believe in me.
And he's like, and he's telling me to call him and stuff. I'm like, damn.
Right? Tomorrow I'll be doing this.
But I don't know. I honestly like where we're at, but I just think I don't know. I don't think we should try for any cups. Like I'll say this. I want it like if we lose the Premier League, but we try to win all the cups, I won't be too disappointed. But I think we should just.
I'd rather just focus on the EPL. Title.
Yeah, I want the Premier. I think the Premier League is the best trophy. I don't care about tournament.
No,
football.
but that's where I am now. I'm like, I get your point of, if we can win other trophies and blah blah blah, it's a good stepping stone and good mark for us. But I think for me, what it is it's in grass. Put it that way. Like we said, if we beat Newcastle, Chelsea somehow knocks off Man City, and we get a 10-point cushion. Hell, let's say we even get a 13-point cushion. That trophy's like right in front of us.
I'll tell you this. I think next season is when you're going to see Arsenal and how good they are.
Oh, absolutely. But I think if we can win it, that's going to bring them out that next year. They just take it that next step level that they don't want to be like you're a one-hit wonder team.
I would hate it
if we're going to be up there for years.
I'd hate it if Arsenal fired Arteta after all the stuff that he's done for the club and then hired a guy like Tuchel that comes in and benches players and he has to play their style. I'd hate that.
I think that's why Arteta's been given a little bit of a leash or lifeline of what can you do now that you've got this lead? What do you do with it?
Yeah, and I still don't think it's a failure. Like if we get Champions League football, that's good because it'll soup all our money out.
That I agree with. We're playing Champions football next season. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't. Europa's okay, but I mean the first
so there you go. There's two trophies you could have.
Yeah,
but I mean, like if we could have the title, the Premier title.
Yeah, not the
like Champions.
I always say that
as one of the greatest managers.
I always say that though. I always say that tournament football is so different because you can just have like you got to be consistently good in the league, like to win every week in, week out. But in tournament football, if you have one bad day, that doesn't mean the better team won. No. It's just some bullshit day or like a ref.
You also don't play your starters. You're not playing. You're not going to put who you play in the Premier title game in. Again, let's just use Orlando Cup. You're not going to put Jesus and Odegaard and all of them on that field. You're not going to risk it.
Like, let's just say this. What would you rather watch? Your team win the Stanley Cup, like the Dallas Stars, or Team Canada win?
Yeah, exactly. Of course I want to see Dallas win.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like, would I rather see the Leafs win a team? Like, realistically, like, sure, the World Cup soccer is amazing, fun to watch, a best tournament in my eyes. But it's like, at the end of it, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till we get back to the Premier League. You know?
Well, yeah, exactly.
And it's just like back to business, kind of. And it's just like, I don't know. It's fun. It's like a vacation, kind of, but I don't know. It's weird. I think Premier League's the best. I don't know. And how about I don't know. You want to switch gears? Maybe go into hockey?
Yeah, but I do have one more question for you.
All right, let's hear it.
We got to answer this because again, this is directed at Fink because this is what got me fired up last night, and you were there watching it.
Yeah.
Is Graham Potter being fired before the end of the year?
Hell no. I think they're gonna
think. So then his rebuttal to that was Tuchel was not given enough opportunity, or he was.
Oh my god!
It was jumped on. Put it that way. Like they fired him too early. Put it that
way. Dude, like
I
said before,
Tuchel deserved to have been fired.
Like I said before, if you look at the end of last season, Chelsea were already on the downward spiral.
Yep.
Preseason, they were awful. And then at the beginning of the season, they were awful.
They lost to Leeds and they lost to Southampton.
Yeah. So they were awful for almost a year.
Yeah.
With Tuchel.
And then
Graham Potter. Yeah, and Graham Potter came in. Yeah, it came. It's like
the worst loss that Graham Potter has had right now is a 4-1 loss to Brighton. That's their worst loss they've had.
And I mean, like let's just say this: Graham Potter is like Mikel Arteta. He came into a bad situation.
Yeah.
So you got to give him some time to fix the locker room. Yeah.
Or, like, he's playing with people from Tuchel on it.
Yeah, give him a full year. Like, give him
that's what I said.
A summer transfer.
That's what I said to Fink is Tuchel had, he got you trophies. Yes, given that. And
one lucky
said,
one.
Well, there's no loyalty. If loyalty is not a part of it, it's a part of being just business. Because, like I said, it goes back to what have you done for me lately? Yeah. Tuchel, with that whole, remember when he got suspended for the one game because of that fight at the end of the game?
Yeah. But I think
he's it was a distraction. He's a distraction. He's not the coach that he was, and
he's a whiner. He was whining the whole year.
Chelsea stopped playing for him. You could tell that team had no belief or trust in him that he was the guy to get it done. Yeah, is Potter going to be a long-term answer? We don't know because he's not been given a full season.
Well, let's just say this. Look at Mason Mount underneath Lampard. He was awesome, Mason Mount. Yeah. Now he's back to, like, he's okay, Yeah. So it's like, give him time. I think you got to give him a whole year at least. I think Graham Potter will come out good. I think the locker room, the whole team, the atmosphere, Abramovich, the cheat, and all these guys were bad vibes around the whole locker room.
My thing, I think I look at bottom line is if Klopp doesn't get fired tomorrow, how can you fire Potter?
Yeah, how the hell isn't Klopp fired? That guy.
They've had so many embarrassing losses this season to teams like they're losing to the bottom tier, and they're not losing like 1-0 or they're like losing like today 3-1, 3-0, 4-0.
Dude, they only won the other game because the other team scored 2 goals on themselves.
Exactly. So they could have lost to who was it? Leicester and Brighton.
Liverpool, man. Like, Liverpool are lucky to be 6th. It's insane that they're 6th place still.
It's like you said, like this is at the point where like the bigger clubs are going to just benefit from the other teams trying so hard they're burning out. Like you got Brentford and
damn. But if you look at
burning out.
If you look at Chelsea, they're 9th and they only have 25 points.
Well,
they're
Chelsea, what? Well, yeah.
18 points 18 points away from Arsenal. So, like, dude,
like, where's my money?
they ain't finishing top 4, and I'll be damned if Arsenal don't finish top 4. I don't think that's a possibility. Them not finishing right now, top 4.
Everyone else is playing so poorly. There's no reason why we won't be a top 4 team.
Oh, the 3 Arsenal boys are playing today. Kolasinac, Tavares is still an Arsenal player, and Alexis Sanchez. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm watching the game. Olympique Lyonnais, Marseille. But right, yeah. Let's talk about hockey. Let's talk about the Avs. Let's talk about the Avs.
You still want to pick on him, eh? He's not going to talk about the Avs anymore.
What happened? McKinnon was back. Who'd they play? The Leafs?
Toronto?
Damn. I read a headline where it's like the Leafs won by too many goals. That's what I read. That was the headline I read in Croatia. That's crazy. By too many goals. I'm like, 3's not too many. That's a fair. But how do you feel about that?
I just don't know what's wrong with that team. Like, I don't see why.
Hangover, bro. Would you take up it's clearly a Stanley Cup hangover season.
I just don't know what is wrong with that team in general. Like, Fink says it's the injuries, it's this, it's that. Like, they're not healthy because there's no Gabriel. McKinnon's been hurt. Who else? I don't even follow him that much. But he's just saying, like, player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all hurt.
Yeah, I can see that.
Every team has these injuries. Like, Toronto lost both Murray and Samsonov.
Yeah, and they're still second place
for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Like,
yeah,
injuries are part of it. It's like you said, it's the depth. Yeah.
Why are you in there? Injuries are a part of it. There we go, bud. Injuries are a part of it.
Well, injuries are a part of it, but my thing is like they were hurt last season too, right? Like Colorado was not healthy, and they went on to win the cup. So that I don't buy into the injuries are an excuse or this is why they're so bad. I believe it more so they're not as good as they were. They lost more players than they thought. Like they lost Burakovsky. They lost their goalies because they got Georgiev in right instead.
Yeah,
like Georgiev is not a starting NHL goalie in my eyes.
No, he's crap, huh?
From anybody can look good on Toronto. Anyone can look good on Colorado. Anyone can look good on Tampa Bay because your team can score.
Yeah, but when it comes to push,
look at Edmonton. What's wrong with Campbell? He's not even a starter anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. His team, I just find.
I think with teams like Toronto and Edmonton, it's like you can be good as a goalie on the team because you can score. They score 50 goals a game in the regular season, but when it comes push to shove in the playoffs and they have to stand on their head to win, not happening. Not happening.
There's only right now in the league. There's only probably 5-6 goalies who could carry a team to a championship.
Yeah, is Price still playing, or what's up with that guy?
No, he's still in. He went back to rehab again.
Ooh, after Ovechkin scored a hat trick against Montreal.
Oh, when they 9-2 or whatever.
Yeah, he took a picture with all the players' mothers. That's funny as hell.
I'm like, okay, what is this suggesting here? I'm like, oh, Ovechkin, eh?
Yeah, Ovechkin, eh? He's everybody's daddy's tonight. That's crazy.
Right. That's why I'm looking like, call me daddy.
Damn. So what is he at now? He's at 806 or 805?
Ovechkin in 805, I want to say, but still, like I don't think he's doing it. I really don't.
Do you think he'll score 50 goals this year? No, he can't. No. He's too old for that, I think.
He's good for maybe. He's got 25, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think he'll score 40.
He's good for 40. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I think 50 is a stretch.
Like put it this way: one bad streak where he already had one streak where he went 5-6 games without a goal. He does that again. I think that record's in jeopardy of him hitting, even if he plays next year.
No, he's gonna play 2 years. I think he's gonna play till he's 40.
One hit.
Yeah. One bad hit can change his whole career.
Like, let's say he gets caught with his head down and say somebody, I don't know, I can't even think of an enforcer, but still, let's just say he gets.
There is none. There is no enforcer.
Exactly. There's no Hatters or Scott Stevens anymore.
That's another thing where it's like with like Crosby, like if he played in the old days, he already has concussion problems. He'd be Eric Lindros if he played in the old days.
If he played, absolutely. Yeah. He'd be done. Lots of players would be done right now. Like Connor McDavid, he'd be done.
Yeah, I think it's just too easy for them to skate through everybody now.
Well,
there's no McCabe's. There's no Stevens.
No, because you hit anyone and it's a penalty.
Yeah,
the goalie is now your enforcer. Your goalie has to push or hit somebody like Binnington, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then everyone calls him a dirty goalie or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm not a St. Louis fan in the least, but I hate St. Louis. But I know if you disagree with me, we're going to have words. Goalie is entitled to protect his crease.
No, that's 100%. 100%.
So if he comes in and he throws up the pad or stick or whatever, and you get caught with it because you're pushing.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. If you come in a goalie's crease, I believe he's allowed to slash the back of your legs.
You can do whatever you want.
I think that's true.
It was what? Remember when Avery was doing it to Brodeur?
Yeah, and he just was hacking him. Remember that?
And Avery was like going like this in front of Brodeur so he couldn't see anything, and Brodeur just.
Oh, dude, I was watching Stevens highlights, and the guy was in the crease, and he was getting hacked down. Or what's that one guy? Samuelson.
Yeah.
Samuelson. That was a dirty player. And he was getting hacked by the goalie. Remember, Tom Barrasso broke Yannick Perreault's arms.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's like crazy.
Like that's what the league forgets is that these goalies have this massive. It's pretty much a 2x4, and they just take it and just whack right down on your arm.
Dude, it should be a no-go zone, man.
But that's the thing. Like, there's a reason why. Like as soon as like people hit the goalie, plays dead.
Exactly. I think like I think even in soccer, like I forget what game I was watching the other day, and the one guy dove, and he didn't. I forget who it was. Didn't get touched at all. I think it was a Man City player. I'm like that should if you dive to get a penalty, that's a red card because it's the same thing as like when they take a free kick and Luis Suarez hit it with his hands.
Yeah.
And he got a red card. I'm like, that's the exact same thing. To stop a goal or to gain a goal, it's the exact same thing. If you're cheating to get a goal, that's a red card, man. I don't know. It's crazy how they just let them get away with these stuff. And like everybody knows, when you live in Canada, here it's not so much relevant like that, like as it is in Canada. When you talk to people that don't watch soccer, what do they say? Oh, soccer is pussies. They all dive.
Yeah.
So get rid of that. Get rid of that notion about the game.
Well, yeah, exactly. You want to increase it or the interest or whatever? Absolutely, yeah. Everyone's like,
crazy.
Yeah, oh, it's Italians diving or French falling down. Yeah.
Here, these guys think hockey is the craziest sport, and I tell them, I'm like, no, it used to be crazy. Now it's soft.
It's not. Like, you show them a clip of like Darian Hatcher playing or Zuboff or pick a like an enforcer.
Those guys, all those guys, damn.
Like,
remember
Mudryk McSorley hacking.
Yeah, I remember those guys. Dallas used to be that team that was like a scary team to play against. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, It was always like we said. It was
Dallas and Philly,
Detroit, Colorado. You did not want to face in the playoffs.
And Philly were another strong team.
Well, yeah, Philly had a number of players. They had friggin' Rain Primo.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah, even Chris Pronger. Remember that guy?
Yeah, Pronger, and then he whatever. You see him now. Now the guy's like 100 pounds of soaking wet.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He's like skinny.
He's like skeleton almost.
Was he sick?
Yeah, he's sick. I can't remember what he has, but he's like kid clothing almost on. Like it just baggy on him.
Damn. So after he cross-checked Justin Bieber, he got sick.
He became Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he became Justin Bieber. Damn. That's what happened to Justin Bieber. That's why his face went fucked up because Chris Pronger took his powers.
There you go. Oh fuck.
Damn, that's crazy. So
I saw something today, and I got to get your opinion.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Matthews contract.
Yes.
They're saying 15 million a year is what Matthews' next contract is going to be worth, and the Leafs are going nowhere near that amount. Is he? It can't.
It can't. It can't go. How can it go that high? Isn't that above the? Isn't that above the pay?
Going up another $2 million.
So they're gonna give him 15 mil.
They're saying that's the estimate of his next contract. If it's going to be exactly, but they're saying approximately 15 million a year.
So my question to this, okay, if we sign Matthews and Marner, then we can't sign anybody else because these two guys are both going to want 15 mil each.
Right.
So that's 30 mil. So we have 50 mil in the rest of the team.
Exactly. So that's my thing. Is Matthews going to either A?
Oh, he's getting it.
Is he going to get it and go elsewhere, or two?
Well, no, he's getting it.
Three options. Toronto gives him the money, and probably Marner is gone, and Nylander and a whole bunch of other players.
Who's in charge? Who's in charge still? Dubas?
Yeah, still Dubas. And
I'll tell you this. What do you think's going to happen if Dubas is in charge? Is he going to give his buddy all the money in the world?
He's the one who's saying we're not paying you that right now.
Yeah, I think that's just
that's my thing is, does he pay and he loses all this talent around him? Two, he doesn't pay it. Matthew walks and somebody else signs him. Let's just say for the hell of it, Arizona.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I think he'll go to New York.
He signs, but he signs at less than what he's valued at.
Hell no. The third one, hell no. Second one, I could see him walking, but it'll be the first one. They're going to give him the most amount of money, him and Marner, most amount of money, and it's just going to be fucking 5 more years of this no cap space.
No other players will bring in people like Giordano on 1 year.
But I'll say this, Matthews, if you're listening, do you want to beat Connor McDavid and never win a cup and get the most payment? Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to keep doing that? Or do you want to be the guy that takes less, takes endorsements, and builds a team around him? You don't need that money from the team. You can get endorsements by Nike, commercials, everything. Why you ruining the team, bro? You know? Come on.
But does he want to be there, or do you think he's fed up?
No, I think he wants. I think he wants to be there.
No further than first round.
I think he wants to be there because Justin Bieber is a huge thing. But I think he wants to be there. But I think he's just mad. I don't know if he likes like Dubas as much as everybody thinks they do. I don't think they like each other anymore because I think hear me out. I think Matthews wants like a change in the team. But you know, like he's friends with all of them too. So it's like imagine him coming out and saying, no, we should trade Nylander or something. Like it's like Nylander's definitely gone. Right?
Before the end of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gone because he'll go for free, right?
Nylander, yeah, he'll walk. Unless you trade him by the deadline, he walks for free, yeah.
I'll say this. If we could get Nylander at $5 million, I'd take him. Because what's he making now, like 7?
Something like that. Because you just signed him you signed him that deal not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. I'd take him for $5 million. And Marner, you already know me. I value assists way less. I think goals should be worth 2 points in overall standings. I think assists should be a half a point.
So here's the kicker. The Leafs, as of right now, second favorite team to win the Stanley Cup this year.
How?
That's what they have them at right now.
They're not even second in the NHL, are they?
No.
Isn't Stars ahead of them?
They're the third team in the Eastern Conference right now. Right now, Boston, this is the top 4 right now in the league. Boston, Carolina, Toronto, Dallas. And
this is what I was talking about with this other guy that likes Crosby so much. I was like, he's like, oh, all the pundits and all the guys that are on the TSN and Sportsnet and stuff, they all like Crosby better than Ovechkin. I'm like, yeah, because they're Canadian. That's a perfect example of what I'm telling you. Toronto's what? How are they second in favorite to win?
Right now, Washington, for playoffs, 8% chance they make the playoffs. Chances of winning the Stanley Cup, 0. Pittsburgh, 3% chance they make the playoffs. If they do, they get 4%. They win the Stanley Cup.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you this: a person that has 30, like, is 34th with the most goals, like 34th goal on the goal list.
Yeah.
20th on the points list. Okay, that's one person. The other guy is this: first or second on the goal list, and then 19th on the points list. Who do you think's a better player?
Crosby.
You know, somebody is the best at something. The other guy's top 20 at everything, top 40. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. The argument for that is insane. It's like, how can you say somebody that's not even top 5 in anything is the best? Right. There's no way. You can't say somebody that's not top 5 in points. When you're a forward, points, like, I guess assists, but goals, mostly goals as a centerman. That's why you sign this. That's why centermen get paid the most, because they score goals.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're not top 20, if you're not top 30 in goals, how you can't even be considered the best. You still got Hal, Lemieux, Gretzky. You got all these guys above you. And I'm not saying, like, those guys are all above Ovechkin too. Don't get me wrong. All those guys, right. But as a goal scorer, Ovechkin's the best goal scorer. But the best player, Ovechkin's not top 5. No. Neither is Crosby. Do you think that Crosby is better than Bobby Orr, Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, Lemieux? No. Do you think he's better than even
Howe?
like Iserman,
Gordie Howe? Absolutely.
Yager. Okay, throw Yager in there.
No, because Yager's still at 50 and playing and getting
Still killing
points.
it. It's
5
like,
games and 5
dude,
points. I'm like, guy won't stop getting points.
that's why I'll say this. Because people are putting Crosby in top 5. I'm like, that's so Canadian bias. I'm like, you can't.
If we're
That you
talking
can't.
top Canadian players, then yeah, I can see it. But if we're talking in general, any Russian, any Canadian, any American, then no, he's not a top 5.
No, he can't be. There's no way. You
He
can't
could be a top 10, but he's not a top 5. No.
like Crosby and Ovechkin would be top 10 probably.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're top 5. I don't think they're top 5.
No, they'll never be top 5.
No.
Even if he gets the record, he still won't be considered a top 5 player.
I'll say this though, he'll be ahead of Crosby, but they both still won't be top 5.
No, exactly. Yeah. You still can't put him above people like Lemieux or Gretzky or whatever.
Or even like
he broke Gretzky's record, but it's a different game from when Gretzky was playing.
Well, I'll say this: to score goals is harder now. Like it's weird because it's like, is it harder? Like it is harder because you can't score slap shots along the ice from 50 feet out. You know what I mean? No, that's impossible. That's why Gretzky's goals, that's why Gretzky even said like, if you put Ovechkin back then, he'd score hundreds of goals. But it's like everybody knows he's a natural born goal scorer. He's not a guy that's gonna, like, he has the best goal, maybe the best goal highlight ever in NHL history. That one where he's laying on the ice, probably the best one. That it's kind of crazy, that one. And but I think obviously like better passer and stuff. I think better skater is Ovechkin, better hitter, more aggressive, faster. I think it's all Ovechkin. But passer, maybe stick handling, Crosby.
Team player.
I don't know about team player. I think it's like Messi when he was on Barcelona. Yeah, no, if you what's less to work with. What are we talking about? Oh, what? Yeah, he had Malkin. He had everybody. He might as well put him.
He had Yoshi. He had freaking.
No, that's another argument I have against Gretzky.
What?
He had Curry, everybody, Paul Coffey. He had Messier. Who else did he have on that team? Jesus, Salming, maybe? Who knows? No. Who else did he have? Gordie Howe and Spirit? Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know.
I just can't get on the whole Ovechkin train. Never have, never will.
Do you think that Matthews and what's the other guy's name? The other guy this goes McDavid. Do you think those guys have a legit chance of? There's nobody that'll. I don't think. I think they'll run out of gas.
Whom? McDavid?
McDavid and Matthews. I think they'll run out of like that flair.
Matthews,
that killer.
I can see running out of gas. McDavid, I don't think so. I think in the end, McDavid will always have him points. No,
I'm talking about over. Do you think they'll eclipse Ovechkin's record once he breaks Gretzky's?
He's not breaking Gretzky's record.
Okay. Do you think he'll beat Gretzky's then?
No, no one will ever beat Gretzky's record. Which
one?
Neither. They'll never break it.
You're like, no, Gretzky's Gretzky, bro. He'll always have it. No, I think Ovechkin will get it if he scores 20 more goals this year.
But he ain't getting 20 more goals. Like we said, if he plays next year, and let's say he moves it, if he loses even half the season, he's lost his chance of breaking. He has to play 2 seasons at least.
Well, let's just say this. Ovechkin went through 2 lockdowns in COVID year. You know what I mean?
Gretzky
2 lockouts, COVID year. Yeah, these guys lockout. These 2 years. These guys had to play in Russia for years.
Yeah, they're cheating. That's why.
They're cheating. Yeah, Ovechkin.
Russia's not in the Olympics.
Hey, you could be right. Ovechkin could be a lab fucking experiment, you know?
Right? It's not wrong. Like, what do we do with this guy? Oh, let's play. He plays hockey now.
Yeah, teach him how to play hockey. You know, that's it. He could be, you know, like, okay. I don't know.
So that actually was brought up last night when I was watching hockey. They said, I'm going to shit disturb you with this.
All right.
If he does break the record,
no, he's not gay. No, it doesn't mean he's gay.
Does it lose any meaning because of how close he is with Russia and Putin and all that because he's never gone
No.
out. They were playing devil's advocate and being like, can you still see
No.
him as a stand-up player? And I guess so much, even though he hasn't said anything about
Well,
everything else
let's
going
just
on.
say this: Bayern Munich's logo in 1938 to 1945 had a certain symbol on it. So let's just say this: are they still number one team in Germany? Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I
know
don't
where you're
think.
going with that.
I think the politics kind of.
I
in
guess that's
sports
what they're
should
looking
take
at.
it-
Does the politics take it away? His tarnish his legacy,
I think they got to kind of take a back seat in sports. I think.
or do you think? Yeah, that's what some half were like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Some were like he'll always be attributed to Putin, never saying anything.
I mean, it's like Putin will kill your family if you disagree with
No,
him.
yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like,
He's like that one prospect. He'll ship
Yeah.
you off to somewhere in the Nordic.
yeah, yeah, and then next thing you know, you're like scared for your life every day, and you're crazy in the Arctic. You know, it's like
Right.
what? Yeah, so it's like I don't know. Do I think like I don't know? Do I think Russians and a whole cheating sports?
Okay, so
Hell yeah, they do.
There's a question: will Russia ever play in the Olympics again?
They better not. How many times does it take for them to cheat as not as one person, as a whole country, like a whole team? Like it's like I could see maybe one guy kept cheating, like a John Jones of Russian
But do you
Olympians.
think that's fair to the prospects? That they'll
No,
never
yeah.
be able to, they'll never be able to. Even if, let's say you have a little, part of my language, but bastard Russian child, you gets born, going to be the next Yager or whatever, Ovechkin, and he can't showcase because he can't play in the juniors, he can't play in the Olympics.
Hell yeah, pick your daddy's country. Pick another country, boy. That's what I'm saying.
Tell your mom, go on vacation.
You ain't going to Russia, bro. You're gonna end up cheating and getting disqualified. No.
But
My son, if my son said, you know what, I identify as Russian, I'd slap him until he's another race.
He's like, you're Argentinian.
Yeah, you're not from Russia. No, I don't know. I just think it sucks because, you know, like that's how history is made in a lot, like, sure, over like maybe 15 years, will they be forgiven? For sure, they have another chance. But like as of now, I think it takes at least the whole crop of these players that got caught, their whole career, the whole country should be banned for. So 10 years.
But let's just use the juniors as an example, right? Like everyone knows the countries like Canada, Finland, Sweden, always in it, the States, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Do you really think teams like, who was in it this year? Austria or Latvia are going to really compete or produce?
Hey, that gives me a chance to see maybe some Canadians play against Croatia here, you know?
Right. That's the thing. Like the next country could be Croatia in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, dude, imagine that if the hockey coach for Canada came out and said, we're going to Canada. It'd be the same thing. It'd be like, okay, you shouldn't have said that about Canada. You know?
Right. But like, it's like today, like obviously like they're doing the playoffs now, but like right now it's what? End of the second, and it's 6-0 for the States over Germany.
6-0. Jesus.
Yeah,
and like Germany.
Sorry, now it's just updated 7-0.
Yeah, it's jeez, but it's like it's the World Juniors. Do you think that's different than the men? Like Germany has a decent team for the men's, no? Like
they have what's his face from Ottawa,
Stützle.
Yeah,
and they have a couple other guys. I remember they won a few games that were like, whoa, Germany won. You know,
it's like Germany has a chance there, maybe to do something.
Yeah, remember when England had a team?
But still, it's still like most of the kids have already been drafted, right? They're just prospects playing. Like Shane Wright's playing for Canada.
Oh no, I think in hockey, miss it in Russia in a tournament like hockey is bad for the tournament because I think like you got to have Russia, like you know
That's what I'm saying. It just watching these type of tournaments, it's like why is Russia not there?
Yeah, it's like. Imagine this. Oh, no, we put Italy instead of Russia. We're like, what? Why?
That's what I'm saying is when you look at it, like the World Cup, not a big deal because there were so many upsets. Like Russia wasn't missed.
Yeah, and it's like, World Cup. Yeah, Russia like doesn't have a place.
I don't think anyone said, why isn't Russia in the World Cup?
Everybody knew damn well why Russia was in the World Cup.
It's like, you seen what's going on in Ukraine right now?
Yeah. It's like, dude, come on. Yeah, like right now, until the war's over, Russia should be banned from everything still.
Yeah.
They're
then, I don't
committing
think
war
they're putting it
crimes.
allowed. I
Yeah.
think until Putin's dead, like not. I'm not on YouTube.
It's like, whoa, dude.
Yo, when Joe's channel goes down in an hour.
Yeah, it's like Vladimir Putin comes to my house. I'm like, oh no, I didn't say that.
Who's this big money dude? Where's he?
Yeah, who's this?
You go to war next.
I'm saying until he's no longer in power, I'll say that. But I think
that way. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, fair enough. When he's not in power, then yeah, it's probably going. But even then, I think it's still going to be some years. Like I see, like you said, 10, 15 years before we'll see them in tournaments like that.
Yeah, I hope the situation over there doesn't last that long. But
no, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
which brings me back to then. What is I gotta ask you because you probably know the guy for FIFA, right? The little Chrome Dome. What's his background?
Which Chrome Dome? The French guy?
Is that what he is? For FIFA?
Yeah. What Sepp Blatter?
Yeah.
I think he's French. Yeah. I don't know. They all sound French when they talk. They're all like rich schmucks. You know what I mean?
So I've got to ask you this because we didn't get to do this on New Year's. Did he have the quote of the year for saying, "I feel a little bit gay"?
What, he said that? I didn't even know that.
At the World Cup, when he was talking about them not being like that, he's like, "I feel gay" or whatever.
No, what the new guy, not Sepp Blatter, the new guy,
the newer one, the little ball like shiny chrome.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe I didn't hear that. Was he looking gay though? Or what was going on?
I just was like, I heard that. Like I had the World Cup ready to go and was watching it at night. Obviously, it was night here because they were doing the intros of like the World Cup starting up. It's like I feel that's okay. And I'm like, and everybody's like, got to be the quote of any sport for this year. I feel a little gay.
That's pretty funny, especially like. The guy was probably trying to say he feels happy, but translation.
Well, that's what everyone said. That. They meant he's like happy, but because they were talking
everybody's
about
like,
how like
dude,
that's frowned upon, and Miss Croatia being there, and they're like, this stuff isn't acceptable, and you can get in trouble for it. And then that gets said because like that's when all the countries were saying they were going to kneel or wear the armbands, right?
Yeah, that's. What do you think about the German national team doing the whole covering and not winning anything? Do you think that they should have been more focused on football instead of politics?
No, because I yes and no. I never saw Germany as a threat for the World Cup.
Damn.
I never did. I honestly didn't. And that's not just because Fink's a German. I didn't ever.
It sounds Germany. Like it is.
Right. I just never took them seriously. Like if this was Belgium, absolutely, I'd be like, you guys should have put more effort or more thought into preparing than this. You're the number 2 country, but Germany was what? Maybe like top 15. It's like
you are number 2 now. Yes.
It's like you posted Canada dropped from what 43 to 51.
Yeah, of course they should have. They lost all the games. Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
No, they shouldn't. Not that bad.
They lost 3 games. They got blown out.
Okay, but you lost to Belgium, number 2 country.
But Belgium should be like 7th place because they can't fall like 100 places.
Well, how far did they fall?
They should be about 7th, I think. And what's Croatia still not top 10? That's insane to me.
Right now,
Croatia barely gets top 10 every year. It's like how you guys win
because you guys don't go far.
What?
I had to say
it. It's insane, man. You're crazy, man. Yeah, but
all right, I don't know. Here we go.
What?
Ready?
Yeah.
You tell me right now who you think number 1 is.
Has to be Argentina.
No,
they won Copa.
Surprisingly, they're second.
It can't be Brazil.
It's Brazil.
How is Brazil
number 1 in the world?
That's insane.
After the World Cup, this list came out 5 days ago.
They lost twice in the World Cup. No, what are we talking about? That's crazy.
Here you go. So Brazil, because they were the number 1 going into the World Cup.
It has to be Argentina now.
Nope. Argentina's 2.
Yeah.
France is 3.
France is 3. Okay, I'll say this. It should be Argentina, France.
Now this is where you said they dropped to 7. They only dropped 2. Belgium is 4th.
4th. That's insane.
England's 5, which was where they were.
Yeah, that's
Netherlands
okay.
jumped up to 6th.
Yeah, it's okay.
Croatia
Is
is
7th?
7th.
Oh, damn, they cracked the top 10. Jesus. There we go.
Now this is the kicker. They weren't even in the World Cup. 8 is
Yeah.
Italy.
Italy.
How Italy, when you don't even make the World Cup, I don't know how you are that high up.
Damn, 8th for Italy.
I just look at that. I'm like, I don't understand how you can be like. I don't get where you like. Mind you, I don't know how you do your rankings, like how they view them all and everything. There's probably like over all the tourneys and everything like that.
The friendly games.
Friendly games, unless they're killing friendlies right now. But
yeah, but I doubt it. The World Cup just
is I don't know how Italy can be up there.
Well, who's 9th and 10th?
Portugal 9.
Okay.
10.
How about Spain?
Spain is 10th.
I was like, what? Spain.
But your biggest jump, Morocco.
Morocco, what are they? 20th?
11th.
11th. Wow.
They jumped up 11 spots.
I'll say this: How does Morocco jump up 11 spots? But Argentina just won Copa America last year and then World Cup, and they're not even first. That's insane. So you got to win to come first.
So it's based off of total points tally,
and
given Messi and Argentina were given points based off the strength of their recent opponents.
Jesus.
So Brazil has 1,840, Argentina 1,838. So Argentina will go first if they win their next game.
So like a World Cup finals win is
still
just
not good enough.
It's just like, oh no, that's just
the
one
World Cup and you're still number 1.
Yeah, it's like so it's like World Cup is just a regular game. It's just like, nah, it's worth the same. That's crazy.
Doesn't matter.
That's insane. It's like, I don't know. It's like, how is Belgium 2 and they never did anything for years? They just win. So it's basically if you just win all your friendlies, you can be the best team in the world.
You're still up there, yeah. So when Canada wins like Copa again,
yeah,
or CONCACAF or whatever,
CONCACAF, yeah. CONCACAF.
They'll be up there again. They'll be like 15 or 20 because they won all their friendlies.
Oh my god, that's insane. And you know what's crazy? I watched that Sepp Blatter thing where they fix all the games and stuff, all the standings and where the World Cup goes and stuff. And the CONCACAF is like the most crooked part of the tournament. Yeah, well, like they're all cheating.
Well, it's all cheating, but like they said, like it's probably the easiest like tournament to get into the World Cup.
Yeah,
because really, what countries are in there? Like we said, like Honduras, Jamaica, like all those countries, and then like the only really teams that are in there are Canada, States, and Mexico, and Costa Rica once in a while.
And this is our first time getting in since like what was it, 76, 86?
Yeah, the only reason we're in it the next World Cup is because we're co-hosting.
Yeah, and I mean, mind you, we'll
probably go in regardless because of where we are now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be better than this year for sure.
Only if we get a new coach.
Yeah, that coach is an absolute tool, and I don't understand like how he isn't fired.
Well, he was coaching the women's side, right? Originally.
Yeah, and he should have stayed there, I think.
Well, the kicker I have about that is, you know how this year is the Women's World Cup, right, in Australia?
Yeah.
So right now the favorites to win that, Canada.
That's crazy, yeah.
If we win the World Cup for women's soccer before the men's can win a World Cup game, I don't know how I would rank that. Because
you're not even talking about Canada winning the whole World Cup, just one game.
Right? Yeah, because it's what's her face? It's what's her name? Oh fuck, the Canadian. Sinclair, Christine Sinclair. Yeah, like she's playing. Wow. She's already said like this will be my last tournament for Canada.
Damn, she's old as hell too.
She's 41 going into the tournament.
I can't believe she can play till 41. I guess
Well,
it's like,
she's pulling a Ronaldo.
well, no, yeah, Ronaldo's. I bet you. Did Ronaldo retire from football yet?
He hasn't said that he's retired from it. He won't. If Messi plays, he'll play.
That's insane, bro.
I guarantee you, that's what he's waiting for to see what Messi does.
I think he thinks that the team's so good that he has a chance of winning it if he just
But
stays on the
Portugal's
bench.
not that good. They're not that. They're ninth.
Yeah,
in
but
the world.
they have a pretty good young team, so I think he thinks like in 4 years,
But you
if he
lost
just
to
sits on the
Morocco.
bench. Yeah, I mean they still have a young team, is what I'm saying. So
But you
4
lost to
more years.
Morocco.
Yeah, but 4 more years. I mean, Morocco is what 11th place in the world, right? Is that what he
Exactly.
said?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And
So I
that's a
mean,
younger-
11th.
I think that team's younger.
No,
Like,
Morocco
these
had
kids are
a
all like 25, probably running around.
Morocco definitely had a fairy tale year. That was it.
So you think that this is not going to be something that repeats where they're like
No.
going to be up there again? It'd be someone else. Like it'd be like North Korea.
No, and it sounds crazy coming from a guy that is Croatian because how many people said that about Croatia probably in
Well,
'98?
it's like who does Mike bring up? Iceland, when Iceland went on that run, right, in Euros.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah,
Where were they?
but
this year? Why weren't they in the
I
World
think
Cup?
Morocco has a better chance because they're just a bigger country. They have more players, And think about this: all their players that played in Morocco are actually from different countries.
Yeah, they're not actually born.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
They just view themselves as Moroccan.
yeah, like Ziyech is from Belgium. So
Yeah,
a lot of those guys are from Belgium, France, and stuff.
yeah.
So it's pretty
And they're-
crazy.
And they're like, "Where were you born?"
Yeah, he's like, I was born in Belgium, but my family's
My
Moroccan.
name is this. Is that here?
Yeah.
But that's born in France.
yeah, that doesn't sound too French to me, bro.
Right. He's like, "Are
Yeah,
you
it's
sure?"
like Armabad or whatever that guy's name is. Like, what? That ain't French. What are we talking about?
Right.
I don't know, but I think that's it, eh? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
We went 2 hours
Pretty much.
Almost.
Yeah, going on. Yeah, almost 2 hours now.
with no Finkelink, eh?
No, he was working today. It looks like.
Yeah. Is it snowing there?
No, it's been like plus. We had that storm, right? That storm on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We had some
That's it.
massive storm, and then like the last 2-3 days, it's been like plus 10, plus 15. Like it's like spring.
Damn. Yeah, I think we're going skating tomorrow in Split. Ice skating. It's like plus 20 over here.
I was gonna say, how the hell you going ice skating? It ain't snowing over there.
No, they had like this outdoor rink on the sea. It's pretty
Mm.
cool. So I'm gonna go check it out. We're gonna go skating. My wife has actually never seen ice before. Like ice. No. So this is crazy.
You gotta take her ice fishing.
Yeah, so when she goes skating, I'm like, oh, it's easy. Don't worry. I'm going to get her to skate to the center of the tree because there's a Christmas tree in the middle of the... Yeah, no, she's just going to run into the tree and knock it over. No, I was joking. That'd be crazy, though. I mean, that probably... I don't think she'd make it to the tree, to be honest. Your first time.
She'll take two steps and down she goes.
Yeah,
They'd be like, it's just like running.
just like running. Yeah.
If Crosby can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, Crosby, guy has it made. He does the easiest sport,
I don't know why you can't do it. Why can't you do it?
It'll be funny though, for sure. But hey, that's it, eh? Adios, amigos.